Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P, and welcome back today for another Fortnite video. Now, in today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about that strange cloud that's floating out at sea just off the horizon of Flush Factory. There have been a lot more speculations about it, and I want to go in depth as to what exactly it could mean. We know the theory of a snowstorm, but trust me, we have a lot to go over in this video. If you could, drop a like down below. Let's get this thing up to 1K likes. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and help me get closer to my goal of 400K. So just to quickly refresh your memory, there is a strange cloud unlike any other cloud in the sky just off the coast of Flush Factory. Now, of course, everyone has seemed to think this is signaling an incoming snowstorm, one that's going to possibly even change the whole terrain of the map for the upcoming season. Outside of simply theorizing about what it could be and acknowledging that it's there, that's just about the extent of what we've been able to come up with so far, but recently there have been some leaks to actually suggest what could be happening, and it looks like we may have been right. Fortnite Twitter leaker FortTory actually dug into the game's coding and found distant_fog event. Now, this is huge because it does two different things. Number one, it acknowledges that the random cloud off the coast of Flush Factory that has been causing so much chaos in the community as of late is there for a reason. That was expected, but it also signals the arrival of another event, another in-game event. Hopefully it's another one of those one-time things that you have to witness for yourself to see, much like the rocket event from Season 4, and the recent butterfly event that just happened this month. Those events do so much for the game. I mean, user interest absolutely peaks when you have a big event like that where every single person, even if they're not playing Fortnite, is extremely interested enough to watch it on a stream. Between streamers playing the game and people watching the streams and people actually in-game, we had multiple millions of people concurrently watching Fortnite or playing it and watching this event, which is absolutely crazy. And I'm so incredibly happy to see it looks like we have another event like this on the way. Other lines of code found relating to this in the files are ground_fog, ice_fog_cloud, ice_fog_cloud_distant_faint. I could go on and on. It definitely looks like, you know, with the wording of ice and fog and cloud and distant, all of that stuff is adding up to look like we have an incoming snowstorm, or at the very least, there's going to be a massive fog or snow coming to the map shortly. Obviously, none of this is confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt, but typically when Fortnite leakers pull stuff out like this, you can, safely assume it's probably real. So, with that in the tank, the question now becomes, when are we going to expect the quote-unquote the fog to roll in, or the snow to come, and this cloud to actually move closer? I've seen a lot of reports from people claiming they think the cloud is moving closer. Personally, I don't see it, but it wouldn't surprise me to see that cloud start moving and creeping closer to the map with the coming days and weeks. And then to start off Season 7, or maybe even to end Season 6, we have the cloud roll in, we have the massive storm, and we get set up for Season 7. This reminds me a lot of the meteor, in the meteor event back in Season 3, early Season 4. People were constantly looking up at the meteor, and it did occasionally get closer. You could see it get really large in the sky, and it was apparent that it was getting closer. So I wonder if they're going to do something similar and along those lines with a situation that is very similar. You're looking at something, waiting on it to get closer, and that's what it looks like that cloud is going to be doing. So be sure to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I also want to bring up another point about this cloud that I don't think that many people have talked about, at least no one that I've seen, and it makes a lot of sense. So, you guys know AIM landed here at Flush Factory. You can see his parachute on top of the building, and you can also see off in the distance the cloud that we've been talking about this entire video. That cloud is the only one of its kind out there. You can see all the other clouds in the sky, but none of them are as dark or as gloomy as that one out there. Now, the positioning of the cloud now becomes important because, I mean, if you think about it, Epic has done this intentionally, and it looks like we have an event coming up for it. I don't think the location of it was, a coincidence, because if you think about it, AIM landed at Flush, and then, basically right after that happens, there is now a storm cloud that forms right off the coast of where he landed. So I wonder if he was running from the storm. He was literally trying to escape it because it was in the same general direction as he landed, and it's very, very close. Like literally, if you think about it, this is right off the coast of Flush Factory, and this is exactly where the hunting party's skin landed. So in my mind, I feel like that's gotta bear some importance. If he was indeed running from the storm, that would explain why it looks like there's ice on his hands and on his feet. The good news, though, is it looks like we do not have all that much longer to wait. The season ends in a little over 2 weeks. I mean, gee, what happened to this season? I feel like we just started Season 5, and now we're here closing in on the end of Season 6. Like, are we literally about to be in Season 7? We've already had 7 seasons of Fortnite almost. Wow, that's absolutely nutty to think about. But anyway, Epic doesn't have that much longer in the general outlook of things for this season, so they've got to move about with whatever they're doing pretty quickly, and it's going to be pretty soon. So if this cloud is indeed coming before the end of the season, we should notice it start to move closer or creep closer to us in the coming days and weeks. Definitely keep an eye out, and I'll be sure to update you as soon as we get more information. There's a little bit of a mini storyline going on right now between the Durr Burger and the Tomato Head. As I'm sure you guys know, the Durr Burger recently closed down, and now there's an all-out war between the two sides, competing over customers in their food trucks, going around the map, making their rounds, constantly trying to outsell each other. The vans have been moving around the map in a pretty traditional pattern, and right now they are just outside of Junk Junction on the northwestern corner of the map. They seem to be moving in kind of like a clockwise manner around the map. They started in Greasy, and it looks like they're taking a clockwise pattern, so I would expect to see these trucks somewhere around, Lazy Links, or even Risky Reels with the next movement. This bit of the storyline is clearly important enough for Epic Games to constantly be moving them around the map, and even so much so, they created a game mode, obviously the game mode you're seeing now, called Food Fight, in which it's literally a direct competition between a team of Durr Burgers and a team of Uncle Pete's Pizza. Epic has been on Twitter a lot, trying to figure out which side people are on, hashtag Team Burger or hashtag Team Pizza. They made a big deal about it. So at this point, I'm genuinely curious to see how this little war, this little feud between the two sides plays into the main storyline for Season 6 with AIM and everything else. And as far as we know, this could be the main storyline. But, it just doesn't seem significant enough in my eyes to warrant that. The best part about my channel is the feedback you guys give me, what you point out about my theories, even offering new suggestions. So make sure you take advantage of that. Leave your thoughts, leave your theories about what you think's going on in the comments section down below. Recently, I've been doing my absolute best to respond to as many people as possible, like as many comments as I can, and a whole lot more. I'm just trying to be a lot more interactive, so feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It truly means so much to me that you guys come back day in and day out and support my videos and support my work. I like to think I do a pretty good job, and obviously, you guys are the best. So, thanks so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.